He was supposed to be a hero.
Oh my God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass up.
But then he stabbed us all right in the back.
Oh, no. I was thinking more like the morgue. You're dead. Whoa. Game over.
This is one of the top 5 most evil betrayals in animation history ever. And do you think that was it? Well, trust me, Titan's not the only one. We start off with Stinky Pete. He looks like the calm old man in every retirement commercial. He's patient, wise, and probably smells like fresh wood polish. But this old prospector is the definition of never trust the quiet ones. When we first meet him in Toy Story 2, he's boxed up, polite, and acts like the group's grandfather figure. He speaks softly, listens carefully, and reminds me of some motivational speaker for toys. Compared to Buzz and Woody, who are impulsive and emotional, Pete seems like the adult in the room. That's what makes his betrayal even worse. He's not loud or dramatic. He's patient. He waits. He watches. Then he locks the door.
Prospector? You're out of your box!
I tried reasoning with you, Woody, but you keep forcing me to take extreme measures.
For most of the movie, Pete positions himself as Woody's guide. He tells Woody about the museum in Japan where they can all live forever. No kids to break them, no dust, no rejection. It sounds reasonable, right? He makes it seem like he's helping Woody make a smart choice. But he's not helping. Nope. He's trapping him in a box. Pete's manipulation isn't physical at first, it's psychological. He feeds Woody just enough truth to make the lie sound good. He says twisting Woody's fear of being left behind into a weapon.
Andy's growing up, and there's nothing you can do about it.
When Woody decides he wants to go home, Pete drops the friendly act.
Watching every other toy be sold. Well, finally my waiting has paid off, and no hand-me-down cowboy doll is gonna mess it up for me now! Buzz!
That moment right there is what makes Stinky Pete terrifying and his betrayal so damn evil. He's that villain that plays the long game. He manipulates. He plans. Pete's betrayal hurts because it comes from trust, from calm conversations, and fake wisdom. He's proof that sometimes the most dangerous people aren't the ones with swords or lasers. They're the ones with a smile and a plan. Now, this one still hurts to talk about. Ernesto de la Cruz isn't just a villain. He's the definition of betrayal with style. I mean, the guy looks like a hero stepped straight out of some Hall of Fame. He sings like an angel and dies like a legend. But behind that charming smile and shiny guitar, one of the coldest backstabs in Pixar history. In Coco, little Miguel grows up worshiping Ernesto like he's the Mexican Elvis. Posters on the wall, songs memorized, dreams built around this man's legacy. Ernesto isn't just a singer to Miguel, he's an identity. When Miguel finds out that Ernesto might be his great-grandfather, it's like destiny wrapped in mariachi music. And for the first half of the movie, Ernesto plays the part perfectly. He's charismatic, generous, and proud. He even welcomes Miguel with open arms, like every kid's fantasy of meeting their hero. But here's where Pixar twists the knife.
You walked me to the train station, but I felt a pain in my stomach.
The moment when Miguel discovers that Ernesto didn't just outshine his best friend Hector, he murdered him. It flips everything upside down.
You poisoned me.
You're confusing movies with reality, Hector.
All this time, I thought it was just bad luck.
Ernesto poisoned his friend, stole his songs, and built a career on a corpse. The guy didn't just take credit. He took a whole life and then smiled for the camera. It's the perfect example of what writers call a snap betrayal. There's no slow buildup, no doubt left. One confession, one sentence, and our beloved hero turns into a monster. To me, Ernesto's betrayal is so evil. The moment he throws Miguel,
No!
Miguel!
I have no words for this. It's not about money or revenge for him. It's about ego. He killed for fame, for a spotlight that could never fade. And in doing so, he became the exact opposite of what he pretended to be. A man who would rather be remembered as a murderer than forgotten as a musician. When he throws Miguel off that balcony, it's not just murder, it's the death of innocence. Miguel's idol becomes his nightmare. And Pixar reminds us all of one painful truth. Sometimes the people we admire most are the ones holding the knife. Next up, we have one of Disney's most realistic mom-sters. No fireballs, no armies, no magic. Just a sweet voice, fake hugs, and years of emotional control and manipulation. Meet Mother Gothel, the CEO of Gaslighting Inc. In Tangled, we first meet her as a caring mother figure. She sings lullabies, gives advice, and acts like she just wants Rapunzel to be safe inside the tower. But behind that gentle tone is one of the coldest betrayals in Disney history. Gothel doesn't love Rapunzel. She loves what Rapunzel can do for her.
You know what I see? I see a strong, confident, beautiful young lady. Oh, look, you're here too. I'm just teasing. Stop taking everything so seriously.
That magical hair that keeps her young? That's her only reason for being mom. It's not motherhood, it's maintenance. Every word out of Gothel's mouth is carefully chosen to keep Rapunzel small. She calls her names, mocks her dreams, and plants fear in her heart.
You are not leaving this tower! Ever!
Said Donald to Melania. She isolates Rapunzel so completely that the poor girl doesn't even realize she's a prisoner. That's the scariest part to me. Gothel doesn't need chains. She's already built a mental cage. Sounds familiar? When Rapunzel finally leaves the tower and starts discovering who she really is, you could see Gothel's fake love crack. The hugs get tighter, the tone gets colder, and when Rapunzel stands up for herself, Gothel's mask finally slips.
You want me to be the bad guy? Fine. Now I'm the bad guy.
She flips from loving mother to full-blown narcissist in seconds. Gothel's betrayal hits different because it's personal. It's not about world domination. It's about control. She raised Rapunzel for 18 years just to drain her youth. And her death? Poetic justice. That same vanity that kept her alive destroys her. When the magic fades, so does her beauty, and she literally crumbles into dust. Mother Gothel didn't just fall from the tower. She fell from her own illusion. Governor Ratcliffe from Pocahontas is one of those villains who walks into a new land and immediately gives off nightmare energy. He's the type of guy who'd say, "We come in peace," while loading his musket. His betrayal isn't personal like Mother Gothel's, it's moral. It's the kind of evil that hides behind fancy titles and fake smiles. When Ratcliffe sets sail for the New World, he tells everyone they're chasing glory and opportunity. In reality, he's chasing gold, piles of it. He doesn't care about the people, the land, or world peace.
Why do you think those insolent heathens attacked us?
Because we invaded their land and cut down their trees and dug up their earth.
He just wants to be richer and more famous than everyone else back home. And the way he does it, by twisting fear into loyalty. He convinces his men that the native people are their enemies, turning what could have been a moment of connection into a war zone.
It's the gold! They have it! and they don't want us to take it from them. Well, I'll just have to take it by force then, won't I?
This movie is so realistic if you ask me. What makes Ratcliffe's betrayal so evil is not that he just betrays Pocahontas or John Smith. It's that he betrays humanity's basic sense of decency. Every action he takes screams colonizer complex. He looks at beauty and sees profit, looks at peace and sees weakness. He manipulates others into thinking greed is heroism. One of his most iconic moments is when he literally shoots John Smith. You know, the one guy trying to make peace.
Fine, I'll settle this myself.
No! John!
That's the moment his mask completely drops. He isn't there for exploration or progress. He's there to destroy, to conquer, to take. But the best part? Karma doesn't waste time. His men turn against him the moment they realize he's full of it. Ratcliffe gets locked up, not by his enemies, but by his own people. That was the perfect ending for me. Now, Shrek 2 doesn't just give us memes and an iconic soundtrack. It gave us one of DreamWorks' best double betrayals. I'm talking about Prince Charming and the Fairy Godmother. On the surface, they're everything a fairy tale should be. Sparkling, elegant, and always smiling. I mean, they're even called Prince Charming and the Fairy Godmother. But behind that magic wand and those perfect blonde curls, a whole scam operation. And not a little one. Fairy Godmother isn't there to make dreams come true. She's there to sell them. And she's not above breaking a few laws of nature or marriage to get her way. The plan? Replace Shrek with Charming, trick Fiona into true love, and take over Far, Far Away.
She's taken the potion! Kiss her now! No!
Charming's supposed to be the shining knight, but instead, he's just a spoiled mama's boy with a jawline and zero self-awareness.
Mommy?
I can smell his hair gel through the screen. Their betrayal works because it's so damn personal. Fairy Godmother doesn't just want power. She wants to rewrite Fiona's life like it's a script she didn't approve of. She manipulates everyone, King Harold, Fiona, and even her own son, all while singing in sparkly dresses. And poor King Harold? The man's guilt eats him alive. He made a deal with Fairy Godmother long ago, and now it's back to bite him. It's a classic sell your soul for success storyline, but with more glitter and emotional damage. His moment of redemption, when he finally stands up to her, hits because it's the first time someone in this world of fake perfection says no. And honestly, the Fairy Godmother is practically every manipulative corporate boss ever. All smiles in the public, chaos behind the curtain. You're going to make me a happily ever after, she says. But what she really meant is, do what I say, or I'll ruin your life. If there was ever a villain that proved looks can be deceiving, it's Assistant Mayor Bellweather from Zootopia. She's tiny, soft-spoken, polite, and wears those cute glasses. Just a little cute sheep. But underneath that fluffy wool is one of Disney's most cold-blooded masterminds, and one of the most realistic betrayals in animation. At first, Bellweather seems harmless. She's the awkward, overlooked assistant who's always getting pushed around by her boss, Mayor Lionheart.
Smellweather!
Ah, that's a fun little name he likes to use. I called him Lion Fart once. He did not care for that. Let me tell you, it was not a good day for me. Yep.
She smiles nervously, carries stacks of papers, and tries to help Judy fit in. You almost feel bad for her, like she's just another little guy trying to survive in a big loud city. But that's the trick. Bellweather plays the victim so she can quietly manipulate everyone around her. While everyone's focused on the flashy mirror and the missing mammals case, she's building a secret operation in the shadows, drugging predators to make them go savage and spreading fear throughout the city.
Judy! Mayor Bellweather! We found out what's happening. Someone's darting predators with a serum. That's what's making them go savage.
Bellweather's goal? Divide Zootopia, turn prey against predators, and in doing so, put herself in charge. When Judy and Nick uncover the truth, the betrayal hits like pain.
It really is too bad. I did like you.
What are you going to do? Kill me?
Oh, no, of course not. He is.
No!
The sweet sheep who pinned Judy's police badge at graduation? She's the one behind everything. She created a problem and acted like she was the only one who could fix it. Sounds political. We see people like Bellweather every day. Even though I didn't like the twist in Zootopia, I do think Bellweather's betrayal is so evil because it reminds us that the most dangerous villains aren't always loud or obnoxious. She doesn't roar, she doesn't fight. She just calmly points a gun filled with serum at Nick out of nowhere. I guess sometimes they're the quiet ones who smile while pulling a gun on your head. Titan, also known as Hal Stewart from Megamind, is a betrayal wrapped in irony. He's like the betrayed who became the betrayer. He's not your classic villain with a big plan or tragic backstory. He's just a regular guy who got rejected, handed the power of a god, and decided to use it like this spoiled kid with a flamethrower. Hal starts out as a harmless camera guy, awkward, lonely, and constantly trying to flirt with Roxanne, who's way out of his league, by the way. He's not evil, he's just cringe.
Made a gallon of dip, it's gonna be...
I don't know, Al. I don't really feel like being around a bunch of people.
No, that's the best part. It'll just be like you and me.
Excuse me, what the actual fuck?
Painfully cringe. Yeah, Hal's situations here are one of the reasons why I'm still single. He's such a creep, and I love it. But when Megamind accidentally gives him superpowers, hoping to create a new hero to fight, everything changes. This was supposed to be Megamind's redemption, his way of proving he could create good instead of destruction. But instead, Hal becomes the biggest disaster Metro City's ever seen. At first, you almost root for him. At least I almost did. Finally, the underdog gets his moment. But then, it all goes the wrong way in 1 second. The moment Hal realizes he can't have Roxanne, he snaps.
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna...
The nice guy act disappears, and what's left is pure entitlement. He doesn't want to save people. He wants to control them. His betrayal isn't just against Megamind. This time, the betrayal is against the whole idea of what a hero should be.
Titan has freed us!
Oh, I wouldn't say free. More like under new management.
That's what makes Titan's fall so fascinating. It's the ultimate be careful what you wish for story. When Titan turns against Megamind, the betrayal becomes personal. It's Megamind's creation rebelling against him, like Frankenstein's monster, but with way more whining. And what's wild is that Megamind, the supposed villain, ends up being the real hero. He saves the city from the very person he empowered. This is by far one of Disney's best latest movies. Titan's betrayal flips the whole superhero formula on its head. It's not the villain who betrays the world. This time, it's the hero who never deserved the title in the first place. When you look at these characters side by side, they all share one thing in common. Stinky Pete taught us that betrayal can come wrapped in wisdom. Ernesto showed that fame can rot even the brightest soul. Mother Gothel proved that love without honesty is just control. Ratcliffe reminded us that greed disguised as progress still burns everything it touches. Bellweather showed how fear turns kindness into chaos. And Titan? He's the warning label for every person who lets power and rejection twist them into something ugly. They don't need big weapons and armies. They destroy trust. We've seen it in people, in politics, in companies, even in relationships. So yeah, Betrayal hurts, but the worst kind, it doesn't come from your enemies. It comes from the ones who smiled at you first.